Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, it's Pixelated Apollo, and we are back playing Battle for Middle-earth 2. And a couple days ago, I released a skirmish, like me fighting the AI, just to see how you guys would enjoy it. And oh my god, did you guys enjoy it. So I'm so happy that you do enjoy videos from this game, and I will certainly upload more. So this is my first online battle. It's a 2v2 in Buckland, and man, the players are so competitive. It gets pretty intense, and this battle is extremely close. It is very back and forth, and I'm pretty excited to show you this one. So this is a replay. This is not me playing it live. That way we can see what my opponents are up to and see what their strategies are like. So yeah, I'm still really rusty playing this game, so if you guys have any advice, please let me know. But as of right now, I am building a couple of barracks here, orc pits, so I can build some orcs, get them ready to go. I built one slaughterhouse, but I just want to make sure I'm not behind in military. But let's real quick look at my ally over here, who is also the Dwarves. So here's his force. He's the purple Dwarves. I am, of course, commanding Mordor. Very powerful faction. I definitely love their catapults. Very deadly. By the way, there's like a rule that most players online do where you just pick a random faction, so you randomly get your faction. So we're facing the Dwarves, which are the orange Dwarves, and then we are facing the Goblins here, which are red. So yeah, we all picked random, and I happened to get Mordor, which I'm not upset about. I'm not exactly the best with Mordor, but you know, you just spam those orcs, get them out there, try to do some damage. And yeah, so this is like my second online battle. My first online battle, I just got utterly crushed, so it wasn't anything good. But for this battle, I do a little bit better. And look at this, we already have some forces from the Dwarves and the Goblins charging out. Looks like we're headed for the center. We want to capture this inn. And my ally, he also has some dwarves coming out of the mines right in time. That is beautiful. So I'm going to send my orcs over there to support him. And it looks like he's going to scare off those goblins because they're no match to the dwarven guardians. So yeah, I'm really forming up a force here. I want to make sure I get these orc archers because they're pretty solid, cost effective. And the dwarves are now building well, they're building an archery range, and I believe this is a barracks over here. Or no, this is a mine shaft. Cool. And now I'm focusing on my economy again. Want to make sure I get that going so I can afford a massive orc army to slaughter all my foes. And here comes the goblins. They have a pretty large force of goblin infantry here. And he's going to go for the flank of the dwarves here. The good thing about the dwarves is even though they're pretty slow, they have the mines and you can travel through the mines, which is pretty cool. So I think that's what he's going to do right here. Once he captures the center, yep, he's going to fall back and go protect his base. This is a really sneaky move by the goblins, and he's going to try to do some damage against his economy. There we go. He activated poison blades. He's doing some good damage. And man, this battle is extremely close. I know I said this before, but you will be on the edge of your seat how close it is. And you know, since I am pretty new-ish, you know, I played this game a lot, but you know, I haven't played in years. So coming back to it, I am very rusty, and I'm kind of just playing keep up the entire time. But I am forming a very massive orc army, and I'm ready to fight for my people. Fight for the orc people. So I'm going for the center. I noticed there's a huge blob of goblins, and I want to help out my ally because he is kind of occupied taking on the goblins in his base. And his dwarven ally, the orange dwarves, are also committing in some orc throwers, which are getting some really good kills on my orc infantry. But here we go. Looks like some bats were activated from the goblins. And I'm putting my archers up in this tower. And then I activated the Great Eye. I believe that caused some fear in the enemy. Also like debuffs them, nerfs them down a little bit. But my archers like got right into oh no, those are infantry, never mind. I did have a couple like issues of like my infantry or my archers going straight into melee. I don't know what that was about. But I am committing more orcs. My orcs pretty much got slaughtered. They're not a very good infantry, but they're really cheap. So you can really just spam them out. You know, it's Mordor. They rely on hordes rather than skill. So I'm just sending out the hordes. Here comes more orcs. And this battle for the center is really taking off. More orc infantry. My tower here is about to be destroyed. Very unfortunate. Those axe throwers doing a lot of damage. Oh, run away, archers. Here comes more infantry. We do have some goblins trying to sneak into my base, but I do have some archers over here that are gonna, you know, chase them down. And I am building more and more defenses because I knew I was probably going to be on the defense for most of this game. That's usually the case when you're not as good as the other players. And Mordor is actually a really good faction when it comes to defending because they can get the really cheap catapult and you can really just like deck this out with defense, this fortress here. So now I'm reforming my army, just constantly building them because they're so cheap. And we do have a bit of a battle over here. My ally dealing with these sneaky goblins. And I'm shooting them down with some archer support. But this is definitely a battle that my ally is going to win here. Here's more fighting going on in the center. It's just non-stop fighting. It's beautiful. It is beautiful. And I was pretty happy with my, my performance so far. Because in the first battle I played, I just got wrecked. But this time I'm actually, you know, putting up a fight. Oh, those axe throwers, they are nasty. Getting some nice flanking shots on my infantry. Yeah, I was getting a little concerned right here until my ally showed up with some guardians. Very nice. We'll get a close-up on this fight. not as epic looking as Third Age, but you know, it's a completely different experience compared to Total War. Very, very fun experience. So it looks like we're starting to get the advantage in the center. We have a lot of troops over here, but I'm getting a little too aggressive. I was trying to take out that little tunnel there, but I was not able to accomplish that. So I'm going to fall back because I don't want to lose my entire force. Also, this army, this unit got some experience, level 2 now. See, my archers are always like right in their face. Like, retreat. Have some common sense, damn it. And I did, at this point, get a Nazgul to support my army, because the Nazgul has a lot of really great support abilities. You know, weakening enemy forces and whatnot. You know what? Hang on, guys. Let's turn up this music, because this music, I mean, I'm so used to not being able to use Lord of the Rings music, but now I can. There we go. Just turn it up a tad bit. Because it's just too good. Too good. Alright, so now I'm just working on getting my Nazgul leveled up. My Dwarven ally, it looks like he's causing some havoc over in the enemy lines. Got some more goblins charging forward. A lot of goblin infantry. And the Dwarves are causing some issues for me in the center. So I think I'm going to fall back a little bit. Well, with the help of the Nazgul, I can actually put up a decent fight. There goes the Great Eye, giving my men some support. A lot of archers at this point, because archers are really important in early game. Here comes another horde of orcs coming from the orc pit. I built the Haradrim Palace so I can get the Haradrim Spears, the Easterlings, which are going to be pretty useful against like the Dwarven wagon that they have, which can wreck my orcs. So I noticed that he was building a little tower here that will give him like some buffs, so I want to try to take it out. But I just feel like I didn't have the power to take it out yet, because his archers, even though they're not like a huge force of archers, they're getting a decent amount of kills on my men. These are just orcs, so you know, what do you expect? So there's a big battle going on over here. This is really glorious. The dwarves getting pretty aggressive against the goblins. Goblins doing the best they can to hold back the dwarves. But my ally is doing a great job. He's a really good player, and he's the main reason why he keeps me in this game for a pretty long time. But here's my Easterlings. I finally got some Easterlings, which again are going to be great against the Dwarven Cav. And now I'm building a arrow tower. I'm just trying to build up the defenses here, trying to get a good like stronghold and try to take the center so I can expand my economy a little bit. But if we look at my base, I am starting to build some catapults. So I have the Great Siege Works. So here's my first catapult. And pretty soon I will build a tavern, which will give my units upgrades. But my Nazgul is doing actually really, really well. Oh, there's that wagon. Oh, that wagon, so annoying. That's why I get the Easterlings. They do a great job against it. So I'm trying to chase it down. But he is going to escape. And I'm going to get my Nazgul out of there because that is a losing fight. But if we head back over here, my ally is still pushing against the goblins. The goblins are pushed back pretty far into their own base, which was really good. And I saw that and I was like, well, my ally could beat, you know, his opponent if I can just stay alive and beat the dwarves. Here we go. I was gonna run my Nazgul in, and I thought that was suicide, so I need to get him out of there. And he's just barely gonna escape. Oh, level up, nice. There we go. There goes my artillery, my catapult. It's going to do really, really well. Oh, look at that. Yes. Yes, you know me. I have to get my artillery. This is probably where my, you know, my artillery addiction began. Right here in this game. Mordor's artillery, just watching them blow people up. Oh, look at that. See, I'm able to beat these really professional armies because the catapult is so destructive. But if we look back at my allies' force, the goblins are forming up. He also has the goblin pikemen. Those are like half trolls. I forgot the exact name of that unit. It's been that long. But this doesn't look necessarily like a great battle for my ally. Oh, we got the Goblin King over here. Oh, if he gets to level 10, he gets those like drakes that just breathe fire and destroy armies in seconds. Gotta make sure he doesn't get to level 10. And then we're forming up armies over here. I've got a couple of special abilities here. Wait, why does it say I have heal? What? These are not my abilities. This is like my ally's ability. I got the like arrow towers here as a special ability just to help my defense in the center. Here we go. The dwarves are charging in. They got some pikes, some guardians, some men of Dale, and this is a massive charge. Nazgul going into. I activated my eye, the great eye, and he's trying to pull through, trying to go after my catapult. Uh-oh. And then I noticed that the dwarven ally of the goblins are sending over some support, and this is really not looking good for my ally. So he needs to reform a little bit, maybe pull out of there. But my Nazgul, let's see, how is he doing? He's got green health, so he's doing pretty well. He's getting some kills. Oh, that great Nazgul! Look at him go. Oh, here comes a wagon, battle wagon. Coming in, just crushing my orcs. And then I got some trolls here, which you can use them as a skirmishing unit. You know, they throw the big boulders, or you can tell them to go into melee. They can like grab a tree and use it as a weapon. It's beautiful. And then I'm still forming up my army. Let's quickly look at my allies' base. He's also doing pretty well, and it looks like he's going for another push. Towards the goblins. I mean, he doesn't really have a strong force. He's just trying to use his advantage, trying to hold this territory right here. You know, trying to suffocate the goblins. Oh, the damn battle wagons. See, what is that unit called? Half troll marauders. That's right. And then he's got the Dragon King. This guy's actually not too hard to kill. You can kill him with a couple archers, which usually I don't get flying units because they're so weak to archer units. The Dragon Lord. But I'm sure they have their uses if you're very smart about them. Again, I'm not the best player, and I hope to get better through playing more and more multiplayer video, or playing more multiplayer and making videos of it. Yeah, but here we go. Here comes another wave from the dwarves, and I'm doing pretty well. I'm pretty happy with my performance. But I noticed that he has glowing now, and the dwarven heroes are just ridiculously strong. But thanks to my catapults, I can turn this battle around. My trolls are now on the front lines, and he died. What? What? Yeah, maybe I got a little too aggressive with my trolls there. I don't think they do very well against like phalanx. Oh, come on. Put down the hurt from those axe throwers. So, I mean, my army just gets annihilated very quickly, and we got a little hero battle going on. My Nazgul is losing the fight, and I'm going to try to get him out of there. No, he doesn't make it. And that's when he kills my Nazgul, and this is where the battle starts to go a little sour. It's not looking great. He's starting to overrun my forces. I sent over some archers to help my ally to kill the dragon. But I felt like I shouldn't have done that. I should have just saved those archers for this battle over here. But I will be playing some live versions of this because the live version, you know, gives you a different kind of outlook on the battle. You know, you can see me like do my strategy a little bit more in detail. But the dwarves are going very, very strong. They're doing very well. Have a very strong economy, especially with the help of glowing. They're going to be able to do a lot of damage. Oh, come on. Yeah, so far I'm mostly getting Easterlings, orcs, and I'm also getting those Easterling archers. I occasionally get trolls, but it's really like the heart of my army is the catapults because they are just wrecking people's lives. And they're pretty cheap. At least I think they're cheap. They're like 400 each. Compared to other catapults, that's pretty cheap. And then over here, my ally is kicking some butt with his archers. But again, I don't think we're gonna do enough damage to like take out his base or anything. So we head back over here. Phalanx trying to destroy my my catapult. No surprise there. But he's gonna get a little too aggressive. I'm gonna be able to save it. And this is where I start to upgrade my fortress because I knew at this point I was going to be constantly on the defense because of glowing, and you know he's winning battles after battle. So I was on the run, and I'm just spamming out orcs, trying to save up money so I can get my Nazgul back because he is very, very important. Oh, he destroyed my building there. Screw you, glowing. Little bastard. Look at fat little glowing. God, I hate you. But we're chewing him up. He needs to be careful. He is going to destroy my catapult, but at what cost? Well, really no cost, because he's probably going to get out of there alive because he's glowing. He used his special ability here, the Men of Dale. My orcs are starting to spawn out of everywhere, like spawn everywhere. Massive orc army just in seconds. I'm using the eye to try to weaken his general. His general is going to get out with very low health. And then if we head back this way, my ally is just kind of holding over this way. You know, trying to be extremely annoying to the goblins so they can't expand outward and get more resources. We do have some Men of Dale over here. Looks like he's going to kill these troops here. And look at this. Look at this. Now we have the dragon over here helping out his dwarven ally. And I am really on the run. It's kind of like the opposite. The dwarves over here are kicking ass against the goblins, and then the orange dwarves are kicking my ass. So I need to get more catapults. I need to get my Nazgul back. I did build a catapult on my fortress, which is really going to help out in my defense. There we go. It's activated. They're in range. Boom. Beautiful. Oh, and this is where I activate my worm. Yes, I activate my worm. That sounds nasty, but it's a fire-breathing worm. It does a lot of damage, and it disrupts their formation. Oh, yes. Getting a lot of kills there. So this is going to save me here. But here comes the Dragon Lord. Oh, no, he's going after the troll. Never mind. But look at all their troops. I was getting really worried. He has a lot of axe throwers, a lot of Men of Dale, and I really have nothing. And look, he even has Gimli. And he's just like, mindless orc! I will slaughter them all! Damn Gimli. I hate the dwarven heroes. They're so ridiculously strong. But this is where my ally becomes a very good ally, and he notices that I'm in trouble, and he's marching over some reinforcements. He built a mine shaft over here, so he's going to be able to send support. Here comes his troops, right on time, to save the day. He also has his own glowing. Gimli doing a little jump there. Yeah, I wasn't really too fond of Gimli in this battle, or like in this game, because I felt like he wasn't really cost effective. I could be completely wrong. I'm just basing this on past experience. I usually prefer to get King Dane and glowing for my heroes. Usually I don't get Gimli. Oh, but look at this, guys. Look at this battle. Very beautiful fight right here. Very colorful fight. And this is where I start to spam out some orcs and Easterlings now that I have the chance to spam out units. I do have a catapult. Yes, right there. So we can change the angle here a little bit. Cool. It's still a pretty even fight, even with the help of my ally. And it's a little confusing to see who's who, because we're both dwarves. But we are winning this engagement, and we're going to push him back. But he has a lot of forces waiting in reserve. And now the goblins, seeing that seeing that my ally is helping me, he's going to push forward and destroy some forces, some buildings that my ally built up over there. Which, it sucks. Like, even though my ally helped me out, it saved my base, basically. But he had to sacrifice some progress against the goblins there. Oh, no! Oh, the Watcher coming out of nowhere. This was huge for them. This was well-timed. Good job by the Goblin player. Just wrecking my army. I was really upset. I was like, no. Oh, by the way, I got the Nazgul back. He just came back. Since my ally sent over some troops to help me out, I was like, well, I can save up a little bit and get my Nazgul. Which he's cheaper. Once you buy a hero, he's a lot cheaper the next time you get him to revive him. But here comes the Goblin. They have like a mountain troll or mountain giant. Very good at destroying buildings. I'm really not afraid of this Goblin force, and I don't think my ally was either. Even though his army's a little depleted there, he's trying to keep me alive. But I need to invest in more catapults because they are so important in this fight against the dwarves. And it looks like the goblins are going for the center. They're just trying to destroy the economy of my dwarven ally. So my dwarves are sending over his army. It's a small army, but they're pretty elite, and they have the support of Gloin there. He's almost dead, though. He needs to be careful. I noticed the goblins over there, so I sent over some support to help out my ally. Uh-oh. Yes, we have some Men of Dale showing up as reinforcements. This is a ability that my ally used to even the tide, or try give them a chance to turn this battle around. Words are hard. But so as soon as I sent my forces this way, the dwarven player is now attacking my main base, and I really don't have a lot to contain them. But my catapults, yes, are doing a lot of damage. I do get some friendly fire, but that's just a risk you take. And I have orcs. Orcs are hardly people. What's going on here? Am I just destroying? Oh, I see. King Dane causing some havoc in the back lines. Oh, look at that. I just wrecked my own archers there. Like, what the hell? I was going for Gimli. Not good. Not good at all. So, trying to form up with my Easterlings. Where's my Nazgul? Where is the Nazgul? Oh, here he is. He's right in the center. Right in the front of the battle lines. Oh, what is this? Oh! He's using Bombard to try to destroy my buildings there. He does a lot of damage. Man, I love these special abilities. I love this game. It is so much fun. It brings me back. And I'm so happy there's a community that still plays it. A very competitive community, I must say. So if you're new to this game, you probably want to try to look for new players, because some of these players are extremely good. And this is where I'm desperately trying to form more men. My cheap orcs, and we were successful at keeping back the dwarves. And now my dwarven ally is forming up an army. He's getting some upgrades for his infantry. As you can tell, his weapons there are pretty shiny. Gonna do a lot of damage. But he's got to break through the Dragon Lord. Dragon Lord. Alright, form the battle lines, men. So this is pretty much dead even. I'm doing a good job of keeping back the dwarves, but I don't know how long I can do that. But my ally, since I was able to keep back my dwarven opponent, this gives my ally a lot of time to form up his own army and be able to push back the goblins, who are pretty much in the same position that I'm in, where they're just on the defense and just trying to stay alive. Yeah, the dwarves are just tough to face. Doesn't matter who you are. Dwarves are extremely tough to fight. So I built a tavern that will give me the upgrades I need from my weapons and whatnot. Here's my Nazgul, giving a battle speech, yeah, to his people. to his army. Crush them. But the dwarves are starting to get upgrades, and I'm a little bit behind on that. Since I'm constantly trying to play keep up, I'm very, very behind, and I'm mostly focusing on my defense. I do get the upgrade here. Let's see. Can I actually, like, click on... I would love to see the upgrade names. Yeah, I definitely need to learn the shortcuts for this game. That will make you a lot faster as a player, and just overall a better player. So here we go, dwarves pushing in. And also, if you upgrade your fortress high enough, you get this like giant ball of death you can shoot, and it just crushes armies. Hopefully we'll see that in future battles, or later in this battle. Oh, big rock of death. Oh, and then the dragon using his ability, but he's running away because he's afraid of the archers. And now the dwarves are in full combat here. I noticed that my ally is going in, and I need to support him, but I don't really have an army to support. Whoa, we got a drake over here. Kill it before it uses its fire. Oh, there we go, he's dead. So they can like blow fire and just destroy armies. But this is where I start to send some support to my ally pretty soon. I just use like special abilities. But his army is crushing the goblins. They're just really behind in technology. There we go, we got a heal. There we go, this is where I use my arrow towers, and I use the eye to give him a little bit of support. Whoa, what is this guy doing? What the hell? He's flying through air. Glitched out a little bit. Oh, and then I also use the worm here, destroying their defense. And if you look over here, the dwarven player decided to not help his ally and to go for me. I was actually sending my army towards the goblins, but I have to send him back because I assumed the dwarves were going to send his army to help his goblin ally. But nope, he's going for me, and this is the epic last stand I must face against this massive dwarven force. Oh, my Nazgul's having a tough time against this army. He's already at half health, a little bit more than half, but he's in the yellow. We got an arrow tower forming up. Got to get rid of that. It's gonna rack up a lot of kills. My catapults are getting a lot of kills, but I need to continue to spam out my orcs. Fight off the horde of nasty dwarves. Mindless dwarves. Oof. Doing a lot of damage with those catapults. But look at this. He's trying to push through my lines here with the battle wagon. But my Easterlings are going to quickly destroy that. And of course, his general is going to go for my catapult. I'm going to try to get him out of there and hope that my fortress can protect him. We're doing a lot of damage to King Dane. I have my Nazgul going in for a hero fight. And he's quickly running away. He knows he went in too deep. But look at this. Look at all the forces. This is really, really bad. But my ally, well, he destroyed the enemy fortress here. His army has pretty much been completely destroyed. But I think now what he's doing is sending over some relief to help me out. So my ally, really good player, really good teammate, and he was really nice. You know, I was constantly like, oh, I'm so sorry, man. I'm just making a lot of big mistakes. He's like, no, it's cool, man. Just, you know, keep playing. You'll get better. And so that's always, it's good to see that in a very competitive community where people usually, you know, talk trash and are very rude. But I will get better at this game. I promise you that. It's just going to take a couple matches and maybe looking up some strategies and whatnot. I'm not used to the whole rush thing because I would always play no rush, but that's kind of like the casual, you know, way to play it. You gotta rush. But my fortress is doing pretty well against this dwarven defense, but he's destroying my barracks. I'm trying to pump out some catapults here. I've got my arrow tower trying to support me. But it's not looking good because on the other side here we have, I think we have, whoa, sorry about that. We have Gloin? No, Gloin is not over there. It's just a bunch of archers. Doing everything I can to save my fortress because if this dies, it is bad news. Oh, here's his heroes. Just destroying my economy. Very frustrating. Also, he has little hobbits over here just, you know, hitting their sticks on my cave troll cage. Boom. Oh, and they destroy it, those damn axe throwers. So not good at all, but I was well prepared for this situation, and I evacuated one of my my builders out of there. So I already built, you know, a lumber mill and a orc pit. So I'm looking pretty good. And my ally, again, was really nice. He's like, do you need any money? I can give you money so you can build another fortress. And I was like, yeah, I need some money. And I needed a lot of money. But now I'm just trying to kill as many as I can. My Nazgul is still alive. I kept him out of the fight because he's going to be very important in the future of this match. So I just want to keep him alive. And damn, Gloin, destroying my catapults. I hate you. But we did a lot of damage to his army. But unfortunately, he has more reinforcements coming in. And there is nothing we can do about that. I'm just getting whatever units I can get. I can get some, like, some evil men from the tavern. I forgot their name. Men from Umbar. So, yeah, my ally's been upgrading his fortress. I don't know why I see my allies' special abilities rather than mine. Maybe I can click something to change that? Oh, this is cool. This shows, like, the point of view, like, of, like, what we see. See how we change these arrows? Okay, cool. Okay, oh, I see. Okay, there we go. I'm such a nerd. Okay, so yeah, this is what I see. These are my abilities right here. But unfortunately, they're grayed out because I lost my settlement. But if we head over this way, the goblins have already built their settlement, so they're a little bit ahead of me. So we're pretty much even at this point. Because my ally destroyed the goblin base, but the dwarves destroyed my base. I tried to put up a good fight, and I fought for as long as possible, but I just couldn't handle the dwarven might and those damn heroes. Ridiculous. Just ridiculous. We do have King Dane over here. This is my ally's King Dane, the purple King Dane. He's trying to get some experience. And we're trying to set up our last stand right here, last defense. Got some Men of Dale capturing this tower here. And I'm going to go ahead and turn on all view so we can see everything. But man, it is so close, guys. It's just we have to deal with this mighty dwarven force. And I literally have, like, nothing as an army. I just have the Nazgul. And that's it. The Nazgul. I do have a orc pit. Keep wanting to call it a warg pit, but whatever. I can get some wargs, but they're literally going to do nothing in this fight. So we'll see what happens here. I just need to get my fortress up. If I can get this up and put, like, you know, catapults and defense on it, we can hold for extremely long time. Very, very long. See, the dwarves are in the center now. Just resting his men a little bit. You know, letting them heal up. And look, he has all the heroes. Ugh, I hate the dwarves. I hate them so much. I actually love the dwarves. They're really, really powerful. But when you're facing them, God, they're vicious. Those heroes. They're just little tanks that do a lot of damage. My general, or my allies, getting his hero out of there. I like to call them generals, but whatever. So used to Total War. So this is the point of the game where we have to build a mega base. This was always fun. I liked being close to my ally and forming these mega bases. And that's what they're doing too. Oh, and he still has his stupid dragon. God, I hate him. Oh, these players. Screw them for using tactics and skill. But he sent a small force over here to destroy my allies' resources, which is not good. And right now we're just like, we're on the super defense and he's on the super offense. And here we go. The battle for Middle Earth right here. It's taking place right now. Oh, and this is a terrible start. When I saw this, I was disheartened. I was like, oh no. That was well timed. And that is just destroying my allies' army. Ah, that is tragic. I'm trying to get my Nazgul nearby, but I'm waiting for this Watcher to get the hell out of there. Look at this, more forces just More special abilities from the Goblins. Wild Men of Dunland. I spawned in an arrow tower to try to weaken that. Oh, and he's bombarding my allies' defense. Not good. Not good at all. Oh, man, this is really, really bad. I just now built my fortress, but I was not able to put any defenses on it. So now he's going to go straight for it, and I've got nothing against that. Where's my Nazgul? My Nazgul is right in the fight here, but I'm going to go ahead and tell my men to escape, get out of there, because we have other things that we need to fight for, like my fortress, because if we lose this, it's pretty much game over. So many dwarves. And then we've got the half-troll marauders over here. Very deadly. Oh, the chaos. Oh, no! No, we got like an earthquake ability from the dwarves. That's not good. He uses rebuild, which rebuilds his settlement. Just a desperate last hope there. And it looks like we're kind of, you know, scaring off the forces here. My Nazgul getting some kills, but he is almost at half health. Oh, got a little upgrade there. Oh, no. The Dragon Lord is now in town. I wish I got the Witch King, but he's just very expensive. And he can actually use, like, what's the name of those flying beasts? I always forget, but it's like his dragon. He can transition from being, like, dismounted and mounted. So he's pretty versatile, and he has a lot of great abilities. Here's a great bombard from my ally. Destroying his men. That's going to save us a little bit. That's going to buy us some time. I'm trying to build some arrow towers. Again, just trying to build up my defense. And my ally has a bunch of arrow towers over here, but they are doing a ton of damage to his fortress. And I was like, no. No, my sweet ally. Do not kill him. Please do not kill him. But it looks like they're going to destroy his fortress. It is not good. Not good at all. Nazgul, look at him go, though. Getting some kills. I used the Great Eye, last-ditch effort to scare them off. But they are not scared. They have the stomach to fight. The Phalanx going toe-to-toe with my Nazgul. I'm going to try to get my Nazgul out of there, but he's taking a lot of damage. Get out of there, Nazgul. But check this out, guys. Check this out. So I'm running. I'm like, okay, I'm in the clear. I'm safe, right? Okay, I should be. Good. Oh, but no, the dwarves are coming over this way. And what is this? Balrog? Balrog. Oh my god. Just wrecking things. Damn you, Balrog. Whipping my fortress. That is great. Oh, I love Balrog. Wonderful. And now he's breathing fire. And yeah, this is obviously over for me and my ally. I think my builder died here. No, he's still alive, but you know, he's got nowhere to run. There goes my fortress. It crumbles to just rubble. And this is why we love this game. This is why we play it right here. And even though he spawned the Balrog, I was still like, man, this is great. Like, this is so much fun. And we put up a good fight, and I felt like this was a great start to my online career. Not career, but you know what I mean. My online experience for this game. A lot of fun. Please, guys, if you still have this game, try it out. Get it on Game Ranger. A lot of people play it, and it's a pretty good community so far. I've only played a couple games, so that is the replay. That is game over. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more, let me know. Be sure to like, leave a comment. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.